Hi again. So I've had questions about how I make my zoodles. So you saw me yesterday cut up all my zucchini noodles and how I prep them. It's taken me some trial and error to find a recipe that I really like and how to make them. So I'm going to demonstrate how I prepare them. This is just a recipe I found online that I seem to really like it. There's been times where the noodles still feel a little hard and crunchy and I like mine soft. Totally up to you. Some people eat these raw. I like mine cooked. I feel like if you like crunchiness, this might be something for you. But I'm just going to demonstrate how I cook my zucchini noodles. So first of all, turning my oven on, and then to start out, you're going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil to heat the pan up. And then I use extra virgin olive oil. You can use organic, you don't have to use organic. Organic stands for foods or any sort of produce, fruits that doesn't have any pesticides, the soil wasn't contaminated, wasn't sprayed with anything. That's what organic means. Basically, it is a pure food and didn't have any sort of contaminants while it was being created. So, it usually calls for about 2 zucchinis, and I have quite a bit here, so I'm probably going to have to do a few of these today. So I'm just going to take a handful, rub it around in the pan, and you're going to do this, you're going to let it sit in here for about a minute or 2. So I got quite a bit in there right now. So I'm just going to let this cook for about a minute. I'm going to stir it up. You can use any sort of utensil you have to kind of mix things up. I usually put it on medium heat too, so I would recommend putting it on medium heat so you don't burn your noodles. You also want to have about 1/4 of a cup of water ready because you're going to be pouring that in as well after this kind of soaks up all the olive oil. I also have my cover for my pan. You can put this on if you want, you don't have to. I usually do it because I feel like it definitely steams it more and kind of cooks it more thoroughly throughout. And like I said, you don't have to. It's just something I choose to do. So after about your minute or so has been up, go ahead and pour your water in. So I'll do that here shortly. Kind of rub it in a little bit more, just so it soaks up all that olive oil. Alright, so I got my 1/4 of water here. I'm going to pour that in here. And then I just let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then I usually test a little bit of it to see how I like it, like I would with this regular spaghetti noodle. So I'll take a strand out, try it, eat it, see if I like the texture, the consistency of it, and if I still feel like it needs to cook a little longer, I'll throw it back in. But that's really it, how to cook it. So now you're just going to let it cook, steam. Just continue to stir every once in a while, just so that it gets cooked evenly throughout. If you want to add more water in there, you can. What happens is that the zucchini is actually going to soak up that water to soften it up. So with time, if I test it here in about a couple minutes and I decide that I need a little bit more softer, I'll throw in some extra water. And then what I'm going to do from here then is I made a recipe. I made my homemade pesto. So I did that. It's ready to go. You can see it right there. I have my homemade pesto. Super easy to make. It was made with some white beans. I have basil in here. I have lemon juice that's in there. And then I also have some Himalayan salt, some water, olive oil, and I think that's it. So that's what's all in there. And then the tomatoes, 2 cups of tomatoes go in there. It'll all be mixed up in this pan or this bowl. And I'll have lunch ready. So it's basically an awesome recipe if you're trying to eat more of a plant-based diet or trying to eat healthier. It's awesome, so good. A good replacement for spaghetti. It's called Pesto Zoodles. So, and there's actually a recipe that I follow in this book right here. It's with the Superfood Swap with Dawn Blattner. So if you're interested, this book is awesome. It has an awesome way to swap out your favorite foods with healthy, wholesome foods. So she's awesome. I would definitely even follow her on social media. But that's what I'm making. And again, you don't have to use this recipe. You can also just throw in some olive oil and eat your zoodles or spaghetti sauce that you like. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy.